Hi, my name's Carl and welcome to the video training series. Today we're working in the template editor and we're going to look at slicing and style or layout 3. So I've brought in an image and I've cropped it to the size that I want. So now we go over to slice. Okay, now with our slice buttons here, or slice lines, we can change the colors so they're more visible. For instance, if we have it on set on black and we have a black template, we're not going to be able to see the lines, so this makes it a little bit easier. Now slicing breaks it up into different images. Now for instance, we're going to have our menu at the bottom, so we'll select that menu at bottom and we are on layout number 3. So we want our menus to start here and finish around here. So we're going to drag this line over and we're going to drag this line here over. And the yellow button here is our repeater, and I'm going to set that in a position here where it's just picking up just the color. And I'll bring that down a little bit as well. Now at this particular point we want our menus to start around here, so we bring that line down. Now if we were to bring that line up, what would happen is it would cut off the corners here, so we need to be able to make sure that we've got the corners in there. Now we do have the include side menu, so if I take that out, that's this yellow one here. So what that is, that's a repeater for this image. Now our image that we've brought in is 1000 pixels wide and it's 800 pixels deep. Now what it will do, if we set this repeater here, it will expand. So if we have no text in this particular website, the template will shrink up and then it will expand and continue on down the page as you go. Now this red box here is I'll just go up to the top. Okay, is create background no repeat. Now what that means is for instance here we do have a bit of a gradient happening, a slight gradient. So this here will set the template to capture that gradient. Now if you had a gradient going all the way down the page, you may for instance want to do this and then move that down. So a gradient is when it starts off at a darker color and goes to the lighter color here. Now in the top menu or the top image, that's no problem at all, but you can run into some difficulties if you have a heavy gradient running all the way down. You do need a place where there's no gradient so it can actually expand and capture that gradient. Now I'll just move that up for a moment, move it to there, and I'll bring the repeater up as well. Now the next three are the bottom images. I'll just slide down. Okay, so image 1, 2 and 3. So I'll bring that down. Okay, now for example, you may have a situation here where you have your company address in here, and when people click on that you can set a hyperlink to go through to the contact page, or you can have other images with links down the bottom. Okay, so what we now have, we have an image, an image, and an image separated by the red lines. We have another image here which is absolute, so that actually copies that, and then we have the repeater to follow the color gradients going down. We have another repeater here, and you'll notice I'll just change the color on that one. Okay, you'll notice that this repeater is below that line. Okay, that is important. Now just regarding repeaters, if I drag that all the way down, it's going to push the text down in the actual content, because this is the content area in the center. Now same as this repeater here, if I drag that out, the content will start from beyond that. So just make your repeaters just sit there. Okay, so now I'll create slices and we'll have a look in our style preview. Okay, so there's our template and that's where our headings are, and we've managed to capture the gradient on this side, but on this side, on the right hand side, we've made a bit of a mistake on the gradient. So if we just go back, okay, and if I just drag that line down a touch and create slices, Okay, we'll now see that we've actually captured that, that there, but now we have an issue here. So I'll just amend that by bringing that repeater down below. So create slices, style preview. Okay, and now we see that that has gone. But now we have noticed we've actually pushed that down a little bit as well. So we can adjust that. I'll bring that up. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Okay, now another thing we do have to take notice of here is the actual content width. Okay, so at the moment we have it set at 760. And if I just go down the page, we can see the lines. So we do actually need to move that the actual content over to the left a little bit. Now, if, for instance, if I put in here, say 900, okay, we can see here we've actually gone beyond the template boundaries, and we've stretched out the template here, and we've now made pretty much a dog's breakfast of it. So what we need to do is make sure that we set our content width correctly. Okay, and you can then from here you can actually edit where your content sits. So I'm just going to bring that up a little bit, and then I'll just change this too. So now we're moving everything over. Okay, so this template is now ready to go. So it'll be a question of then going File, Synchronize Template, and once that's done, go File, Synchronize Images, and it will upload all of the images to your template. Okay, so be careful with gradients running down the page. You will have a little bit of fiddling to do, but as I said, gradients in the top, no problem at all. Okay, that concludes the video training. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more.